So I see a lot of people trying to resolve their conflict but actually making it worse. And so in this video I'd like to share with you the top 3 ways I see people trying to resolve a conflict. It doesn't work, it damages the relationship. And I'll also tell you what you can do instead with nonviolent communication to create real peace. So the first thing I see people do is just to stop talking about the topic. For example, maybe I cooked for my friend and she's late and I get a bit triggered and we get a little bit into kind of quarrel about it. And then at some point I say, hey, I don't want to fight, shall we just start eating? And so what happens is that the anger may subside, anger cannot stay like this heated for a long time. But the conflict is not actually resolved. The solution here is very simple. Start practicing to really address things, to talk about things. And if you don't want to talk about it in this very moment, maybe you do really want to eat first, then just make sure you make an agreement about when you're going to address the thing. Hey, I'd like to eat first, but shall we maybe connect about this after dinner? Hey, right now I feel way too tired to address this, but can we maybe talk about it tomorrow when we both feel rested? And by the way, later is not a moment. Really make sure that you have an agreement about when you're going to talk about it, because since it's maybe a bit challenging for you, you might want to postpone it until you build resentment towards this person. The second thing I see people do is that one of you will give in. So say for example, I would really like my partner to come to my parents and my partner doesn't really want to, but at some point he's like, okay, I'll come with you. So in this case what happens is that my partner, person B, kind of disappears, right? He's telling himself kind of like, oh, what I want doesn't matter. That creates pain in him and that doesn't benefit the relationship. When he's in pain he might also blame me for it. It's all not very pretty for the relationship. By the way, there's a difference between giving in and changing your mind after you've heard the need of a person, after you've connected with the person. So maybe if my partner hears what is the need behind me wanting him to come to my parents, then he might change his mind, but then it's like he really has a full yes, he's not giving in. So the solution here is to whenever you give your yes, to first check your body. Your body will tell you when it's feeling lethargic, tired, annoyed, sad. If there's anything of unpleasant feeling when you're saying a yes, that's not a full yes, then you know. Also, there are 2 parties necessary to have this giving in happen. There's the person giving in and there's the other person accepting this. So if you have a doubt whether the person you're talking with, whether they're having a real yes, a full yes, then just check with them. Hey, do you have a full yes for this? Because I'm a little bit doubting. I really want you to do this only if you have a full yes. Hey, are you 100% up for it, or are you only maybe a bit afraid that we won't really find a solution that works for both of us? The third thing I see people do is doing compromise. And what that means is, I guess you know it, you both give in a little bit. So for example, if I want to go to my parents with my partner and my partner wants the 2 of us to go to the gym, then we might say as a compromise, okay, let's just go real quickly to the gym and then just quickly to my parents. Please don't do this, because what happens with compromise is that you're both half disappearing. Okay, so that's what will happen, is that you will both feel resentful towards each other, and the more you do this, the more this resentment will build. And also there's no connection in this decision. I have no clue why my partner really wants us to go together to the gym. He doesn't have any clue why I really want to go to my parents with him. I'm gonna make a separate video about this topic of compromise, because it's so tricky, because it's so accepted. Our parents taught us to make compromises as children, and we're teaching it again to our children. So I really want to dive into this, but just for now I'm gonna give you what you can do instead of making these kind of compromises. So the solution here is to start seeing that the topic of the dispute might seem small, but the needs that are behind that are quite crucial and really need to be taken seriously if you want to stay in a relationship and if you want to care for yourself. So if you don't have the need card yet, please go to my website and download it. I'll put a link up here or in the description box so you can go there. And so if you found your needs, you might come up with a solution that has nothing to do with your original ideas. So for example, I might discover that I really want some liveliness when I'm at my parents, and that's why I want to bring my partner. And then I realize I can also ask my brother to come. It also brings this liveliness. And when my partner connects with himself, he discovers that he wants me to join him to the gym because he's a little bit worried about me working too much. He just needs some reassurance that I will plan some fun stuff. So if I can reassure him in this, that's also a solution. So when the needs are known, there's more connection, and also the strategy doesn't matter so much anymore. As long as the needs get met in whatever way, the strategy is less important. So I'm curious, which of these 3 things are you most inclined to do? Do you tend to just not talk about a topic, postpone a little bit, or bury it, like we're not talking about it? Are you mostly just giving in, or letting someone else give in, and you're kind of wondering, like, do they really want to do this? Feels uncomfortable. Or number 3, you're making compromises. Let me know in the comments. I'm really curious to hear like how this works for you. Also, if you know someone that might like this video, your parents, your mother-in-law, your colleague, your best friend, your sister, your partner, please share it with them, because, this can be helpful for your relationship with them. And if you didn't subscribe on YouTube, what are you waiting for? There's tons of amazing videos you can find over there about solving conflicts and any other way of applying nonviolent communication that will just make your relationships better, makes you talk to yourself in a nicer way, also kind of helpful. So just check them out, just subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'd love to see you again next time. Ciao!